let's just take our feet out nice and wide. And we're going to put our weight into the heels. And from here, we're going to take a nice low squat. Okay, so feet out nice and wide. And from here, take a nice low squat. Come into the heels. Good, and have a little wiggle into the toes. So we want to start to encourage the feet to wake up here. And then from here, I want you to take a side squat, take the hand into the ankle and reach your arm up above the shoulder. Okay, and just hold there. Morning, Tasha. All right, so we're just starting to warm up and we're going to shift to the other side. Open out, and this gives you a really nice back into that main squat in the middle. Just gives you that time to open up the hips. All right, because your hips are obviously the biggest driver in this class this morning. So we want to make sure that they are prepped and ready to work hard. Good, so keep moving through that exercise for me. Good, shifting to the side. And think of every part of your body wants to be engaged and talking to each other. So we're just coming down into that low squat, shifting our hips side to side. Good, opening out through the shoulders. Well done. Coming down, hold. So all the way into the heels, moving those toes. And then shifting your body weight to the side, opening out your chest, getting that spinal mobilization. Lovely. Good, coming up, shifting to the side. Okay, we're going to come into the middle, keep your feet out wide. We're going to come down into a crawl out here, into shoulder tap, and I want you to push back in. Come up onto your toes and reach your arms above your head. Squeeze into the glutes. We're going to come down again. Shoulders over the wrists, keep the body nice and still. As you come back up, reach up into the toes, squeeze the glutes. Come on down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tap with minimal movement. And we're going to start to just move a little bit quicker to help us elevate that heart rate. Squeeze up into the toes, engage those glutes. 3 more. Now engage through the fingers, drive up, tiptoe, squeeze the glutes. Last 2. Come on down, squeeze, solid movement, drive up with the arms, up onto the toes. Last one here. Good work. Push up and up onto the toes. I want you to bring the feet a little bit closer, hands behind your ears. We're going to come into a forward hinge with the hips, so deadlift, body weight, squeeze into the glutes. Good, so we're leading with that chest and we just want to promote that straight back. And as we get to this position, squeeze the glutes, draw back the shoulders and bring the hips. So we're now going to start to make this a little bit quicker, so it starts to mimic our hip snap when we come into the swing. Drive it forward, so we slowly peel away, hold, drive the hips forward. Engage through the glutes and drive. Good, so we really want to make sure our glutes are prepped properly, ready when we start to introduce the kettlebell. Good work, 2 more here. Squeeze, drive, 1 more. Good, squeeze it forward. All right, have a little twist out. Release any tension through the lower back. And let's just take our arms, roll them round. Because we're going to be targeting the shoulders and the arms. Take the hands around the other way. Keep your hands as close to your body as you can. And we'll start to introduce the kettlebell. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to have an overhand grip on the kettlebell. This position, tilt it towards you, and we're going to start with the swing. So we're going to bring it behind the knees and drive the hips straight away. Okay, so keeping that chin tucked in, and we're going to find our rhythms, making sure both glutes engage and working through that hip snap. Now we want to keep an eye on our core, creating a wall so your bell doesn't go too far behind the knees. Good job. Stop it from taking control. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Pop it down in front. Have a little breather. Now, if you're starting to feel it in your lower back, we need to get these working a little bit more. Okay? Have a little twist off. So what I mean by not allowing the bell to take control is if you find that it's kicking back and doing its own thing, we need to create this tension in the core that stops it and you drive it forward. Let's go in again, hands over. 3, 2, 1, scoop and drive. Start to feel it in your core. This is a great workout for your core area as well, as your back of the muscles to help promote that strong posture. Breathing out, squeeze into the glutes and really get that power forward. Keep the chin tucked in. Squeeze both glutes together. All the way through the heels. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pop it down in front of you. Have a little breather. We have one more set. Have time to hydrate. And hopefully feeling your heart rate elevate at this point. Okay, so same rules apply. Feet out, weight into the heels, overhand grip. One more time for the full swing. Engage the glutes, tilt the bell, scoop and drive. Good. All that power needs to come from the glutes. Let's take out the lower back. Breathe. Working through the back of the legs, the back muscles, securing that back as straight as possible. Breathing out. Good work. Keep it there. All the way through the heels and 5, 4, squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Pop it in. Have a little breather. Okay, so we're going to start to do single arm. Now, if you feel the weight of the kettlebell doesn't quite support you to push up above the head, we will be adapting that. Or if you have a lighter weight whereby you want to use on the single arm work, feel free to do so. So for your single arm, we need to angle the handle so the thumb is to the back and the angle is the diagonal line. We're going to do the same, but we need to obviously make sure that our shoulders and our hips stay in line. We're going to do 10, come down, change arms, and work through transitions. In 3, 2, 1, scoop, drive it forward. So think about your lines, strong arm, still engaging through the glutes, relax through the shoulders. And 5, push forward, 4, 3, 2, good. 1, bring it down into the floor. And we're going to change that angle. So change the diagonal line so the other hand can come in. If you do have any watches, I would recommend just taking them off for this part as we start to do some movement with the hands. All right, so tilting the bell towards you in 3, 2, 1, scoop, drive. We're doing 10 reps. And you want to keep the arm out to the side. It encourages you to keep that upright position with your shoulders. Engage through the core, squeeze. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. So what we're going to do is we're going to input those 3 moves, full swing, single arm swing on the right, single arm swing on the left, and integrate those. So we're going to start with 5, 5, and 5. Now a transition wants to take place around this height. And before you do so, just make sure you've got some space on the handle to make that transition nice and smooth. So here, just an example, drive up, drive up. So just in front of the chest, and we're going to start to swap those arms over. Starting with a full swing in 3, 2, 1 for 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take one arm off. and drive. Good, keep that rhythm. So just a small movement. 4, get ready to change in front and onto the other arm. Good, we're going to stay with this and go back to our full swing. 2 more. Introduce the hand back to the full swing. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Single arm, take one off, drive. 5, 4. Good, engage. 2, change, clear the space. 5, 4. Good. 3, 2. Both hands on, bring down into the floor and rest. It's always a good point now to check your heart rate to see how you're doing in today's class. So looking at your heart rate or just asking yourself 1 to 10 how you're feeling. With 10 being like closer to your maximum and 1 chilling out with a cup of tea. So where we're at. Okay, so now we're going to start to make it a little bit more interesting with a high pull. So what we do here is from where we come into full arm, single arm, we're going to drive the bell up, we're going to peel back the elbow and the bell stays high and it pushes out high and also comes down at that level. So we drive the elbow high, push, okay, and we try and cast it out at the same height so it doesn't start to fall before we cast it out. So we're just going to start with single arm with those. Position your handle, and we're going to go for 2 just normal swings, and then start to integrate the high pulls. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1. Ease into your stride, and then when you're ready, 5 high pulls. Now, if you want to do a swing in between, you're more than welcome to. Once you've done your 5, both hands on, back onto the floor. Okay, now we reposition, and we do the same on the other side. So thumb to back in 3, 2, 1, and we drive the hips. 2, when you're ready, drive the elbow high into your chest height, cast it in, cast it out, 5 reps, both hands on when you're done, bring it into the middle, have a little twist off. Good, so that elbow wants to come up like a diagonal position and your hand is just slightly lower and there's like a straight line from your elbow, wrist and knuckle. So you just got that. These are all power moves, that's what kettlebells is all about. So it's a quick, I always like to describe it as like a trigger of a gun. Okay, so that quick. Let's go in again. So angle your handle, thumb to back, 2 single arms, and then bring in the high pull for 5 reps. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Single arm, nice and slow. Drive up with the power. Now start to bring in the speed. Use the other arm to balance you out. Good, once you get your 5, both hands on, reset, angle to the other side. Hand on, 3, 2, 1, scoop, 2 single arm. When you're ready, elbow out wide. Drive it back, push it out. Here for 5 reps. Once you've done your 5, hands in and bring it down. Have a little twist. So what we're going to start to do now is add on a sequence. So we have a full swing, single arm swing. Whilst we're on that single arm, we're going to add on the 5 high pulls. We transition to the next arm, single arm and into high pulls, and we're going to do that twice round. Okay. Full swing for 5, single arm, we're going to do 3 reps, high pull for 3 reps. Get ready to transition to the other arm, 3 and 3. 2 full rounds, and then we'll have a little rest. Okay, are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, 5 strong full swings. 2, breathe out, 3, 4, good. And now we take to single arm for 3 reps. Keep it close to the body. When you're ready, elbow out wide, drive into that high pull. Here for 3. When you're done, transition, change. Single arm for 3. Good. Once you're done, drive that elbow high, power out, cast it out. Both arms on, in for 5 full swings. Keep the glutes pushing. 3, 4. Take hand off. Drive for 3 single arms. Keep those glutes engaged. Introduce the high pull for 3. Breathe. Good. Transition. Change arms. 3 single arms. Squeeze into the glutes. Elbow out wide. Drive for 3. Nice work. And bring into the middle and rest. Well done, guys. Have a little twist off. Good stuff. So that's our main heart rate pumper section of the session this morning. We're now going to slowly go into more isolation work. So this is probably the point if you wanted to change the weight, feel free to do so. So what we're going to be doing is coming up into a clean position. So that means again that we have a diagonal position on the handle. We drive it up and we bring it into the chest. So we've got this nice rack position. From here, we're going to push it up, nice and straight, drop the shoulder. And then from here, we're going to post our arm, keep looking at the bell, down probably like the midway of our lower leg. And then we're going to drive up, straight hips, straight shoulders. All right, and we're going to do that 3 times on each side, twice round. So when you're coming into that windmill, we want to shift the weight here, peel down into the leg. So we've got this line from our hip to our shoulder and our shoulder to our hand. All right, and then we drive up straight and reset. So let's choose an arm to start. And this rotation from the clean, we want to keep it close to the body. So we bring it up and it's tucked in towards our chest. Elbow out wide, bell onto the forearm. Okay, so let's push press that up. Strong, tuck the pelvis. Eyes on the bell and slowly just scoot yourself down the side of your leg and then push up through the heels to come up straight and tall. Good, steady. So really important that we use our shoulders to keep control of the bell and stabilize the joint. Pushing the hip out and drive up. Good, we're going to bring that back down into rack position, pop it down and reset to the other side. So hands diagonal, come up, bring it into your rack position. Cool. Push press up, eyes on the bell, scoot the hips back, halfway of the lower leg, drive back up, reset shoulders and hips. Good, pushing the hip back and driving up to the top. Well done. Take it nice and easy. One more rep here, pushing out the hip, drive up and hold. Bring it back down into that rack position. Good work. And have a little shake off. Roll out through the shoulders. So here we're targeting not only the shoulders, but our hips and our spine mobilization. So from there, we're going to add on a little press. So after we've done the windmills, we will be in this rack position, and I want you to come up with 3 push presses. So let's get back in line, and we're going to drive up into that rack position, elbow out wide. From here, push press, lock in that shoulder in the joint. Take your eyes into the bell and then shift the hips. Slowly peel your hand down the side of the leg, halfway up the lower leg. Drive back up. Take your time. Eyes on the bell, pushing the hip back, coming down, pushing up through your heels. Good. One more here. Not forgetting to breathe out as you come up. So from here, we take it down into that rack position and we drive up to a press for 3. So push press means we can use the legs and drive up. Good, little push press and drive. Nice work. We come down, reset, and let's do the same on the other side. So re-angle your handle, and from here, we're going to drive it up into that rack position, elbow out, and come into our windmill first. So push up, arms straight, hold that shoulder in tight, look at the bell, scoot that hip behind you, drive up, straight reset. Don't take your eyes off of the bell. Good work. Okay, one more here. And drive up. Nice job. We come down into that rack position, into 3 push press. So drive up to the top, bring it down, push up to the top. Nice work. One more here. Drive and push. Good. Have a little breather. Nice work. Roll out the shoulders, and now we're going to start to take it down into some core work. So from here, you can bring yourself down to the floor. We're going to start to work through some stabilization whilst moving the kettlebell side to side. So we're going to come up into a high plank. All right, so shoulders over the wrists. And from here, what we're going to do is we're going to slide the kettlebell behind each hand. Okay, whilst holding that plank. So really important to keep that base wide as we do this. So we have a minute on. We're going in 3, 2, 1. In we go. So hands underneath the shoulders. Bring in the bell behind. Try and keep your hips stable as possible. Good. So really engaging through that core. Holding on to the bell, taking it side to side. Good. 30 seconds to go. So keep your fingertips wide, your feet wide, and your base strong. Good. Stay with it. We have 15 seconds. Keep the hips in line. Your bums down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Okay, just sit back into your heels, roll out the arms. Good work, and have a little twist. Well done. And we're going to do that one more time. Okay, 10 seconds, so a quick little drink. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go, guys. So strong base, fingertips wide, control the hips by squeezing into the glutes. Trying not to throw your kettlebell side to side. We're lifting, stabilizing, and controlling the movement. Good work, stay with it. We have 30 seconds. Keep the bum down, squeeze into the glutes. Nice work, stay with it, guys. 20 seconds to go. Good. Now, if you need to, bring down into your knees and support that lower back. We have 10 seconds to go. So on your knees, if you need, scooping behind. 4, 3, 2, 1. So from here, well done. Just sit back into your heels, reach your arms forward, and have a little stretch before we come into our next core exercise. So the core really plays a strong part in kettlebells so that your back doesn't take all of the stress and the strain. So we're going to come down onto your back. And we're going to come into a dish hold. So this is a great exercise. It's isometric, so your muscles don't lengthen or shorten. So we're coming into this position here with our knees over our hips. We're going to take our hands above our shoulders and we're just going to reach up and hold this position. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, reach up and hold. Good. So from here, really want you to focus on tucking the pelvis, pushing that belly button in towards the floor, and creating this vacuum of strength between your ribs and your pelvis. All right? Don't panic if you start to shake. It's just creating that tension in the muscles. 10 more seconds. Good. Keep looking up towards the ceiling. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Just hug the knees in and give yourself a little rock side to side. Excellent. So if you do feel like your neck is straining by holding it up, do feel free just to cushion the head. By this point here, Try not to force the head, pushing it off the floor. In 3, 2, 1, and hold. So knees over the hips, bringing the shoulders up off the floor, rib cage to pelvis. Good. Belly button towards the floor, lower back tucked. Good job. 15 seconds. Well done. 10. That's it. Keep that pelvis in check. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice job. Have a little roll side to side. Good. We have one more, then we'll take it into our stretch. Okay. And we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees over the hips. Drive up, either holding the head to support the head, but still creating that tension in the core, or taking your arms out. So biceps tucked in towards the ears. Tuck the pelvis, 15 seconds. Last push. Good work. Hold it there. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Have a little rest and a roll side to side. Great job. So from here, we're going to bring one knee in towards the chest, hold, rotate through the ankles, and take time to breathe. So nice deep breaths. Foot rotates the other way. And from here, with the opposite hand to opposite leg, we're going to hook the knee and bring it across the body. Looking over the shoulder behind you, trying to get the knee down as close to the wall, the floor as you can. And just breathe for 3 nice deep breaths. Great job. And then we'll roll onto the back and we'll change the legs over. So hug that knee in as close to the chest as you can. And we'll rotate through the ankle. And from here, we'll go back the other way. Excellent. And then we're just going to peel the knee over the body, looking over our shoulder, getting that nice relief through the glutes and the lower back. And take 3 nice deep breaths. Good work. And bring it back into the body. Make yourself a small ball, and just want you to roll up and roll back. Just releasing the back a little bit, allowing the feet to come over the head. Tap down into the floor. Good, and we'll do this one more time. Okay, then from here we're coming to seat position. And we're just going to push forward into our heels. Take our time to slowly come up. So pushing the legs up to extend. And we're going to slowly bring up the body. Peel away the arms behind the hips. Open out the chest. Arms all the way above the shoulders. From here, tiptoe, straighten out the body as much as you can. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, draw down. Come back up